Well, hello and welcome in, everybody. We are here on Riverbend Springs doing our Broke to Millionaire series. Now, you may see in the top right that we have $100,000. That's not exactly broke. We'll take care of that in a second, but if y'all want to follow along, attempt this challenge, here's how I got into the game. Here are the gameplay settings and how y'all could follow along. We're going to do New Farmer, just so we guarantee we get all the equipment. Starting money, 100,000. Starting loan, 100,000. Those two will cancel each other out here in just a second. Economic difficulty, we'll put it on hard. Starting farm, yes. Now that we're back over here, let's go ahead and get rid of that $100,000, make it a true-ish broke. Now, we're not completely broke. We have all the equipment and everything. And that's the way I planned it out. That's the way I'm going to keep it going. And I think we might end up doing this for each map, possibly. I don't know. Now, our goal. That is one thing I have not mentioned quite yet. Let's get rid of all our money and then see our goal. Our goal is to reach $10 million in the top right. Kind of an easy goal compared to the 100 millions I've done in the past, but I want to get through all the maps. I think this is a great way to have a little challenge to the map and go through all the maps possibly. I don't know. That's kind of an ambitious goal, get through all the maps on 25. Yeah, we'll see how well that works out. But I'm going to leave it at 5 times speed. We now have $0. We just got the starting equipment and the starting land and all that good stuff. Let's get out here, get some work done, start making some money. Of course, I'm going to start up over here harvesting the field. What is that? Field 3. I might end up combining 3, 4, and 5. You can see that in the mini map right there. You know what? Let me make that a little bit bigger for y'all. Possibly end up combining all those, turning into a grass field, because a good money maker is some silage, and of course grass is going to make us that silage, and we also need it for our animals. Now, I don't have no GPS thing set up quite yet right here. I'm going to do that here in just a second once I get on the field. Love this steering assist feature that they dropped in here on this game. It is absolutely amazing. I'm going to use it quite a bit probably, along with the workers as well. A couple of rules I'm going to put in place here to make this a little more challenging is no loans and no leasing. Yeah, that no leasing is going to be a big issue. Now, I will be able to lease for contracts. That's not really even leasing. I think it defines it as borrowing. We'll even look right there. Yes, borrow items. So it's not really considered leasing, right? I mean, if you do look a little bit closer here, it does say use your own equipment or lease equipment. But no, I'm going to consider that borrowing. That's not going to be the same as leasing, just so I can get that extra cash coming in a little bit easier. I just realized something. I think I'm wasting my time dropping the straw here. I don't know yet. Possibly wasting my time, possibly not, because I don't have any money to get a baler. We don't have a baler. Maybe I can get enough money together to get a baler at a later point before it goes away. I'm not sure. Yeah, I decided I'm done with the swath dropping. I don't think I'm going to pick it up. It's really not worth much money anyways this first time around. I'm not going to have any way of picking it up. I don't need it for any of the animals, and now that I'm saying that out loud a little bit more, I'm going to need something to pick up some swath because I got to get some grass out there. We do have a couple animals. Got to see how to feed those. I think I'm going to end up having to buy some of that stuff. Harvester's now full. We got to find some sort of trailer around here. Do we even have a trailer? I have no idea. This is not going to be good, which it's not too big of a deal. I guess I could drive the harvester over here to the silo and unload there. And now that I think about it a little more, it should be over here in this little wooden shed. But now we're actually not going to be taking this stuff to the silo. We're going to be taking it to the sell point because we need to get some money there and we need to get it fast. I ended up filling the trailer all the way up. 8,000 liters of wheat is in there right now. Might as well go take it somewhere to sell, but I'm gonna finish up this harvesting real quick and then see what's all left over. Gotta make a couple of trips. I might need to put a sell point in close by, but I don't have the money to buy that sell point. Just now notice this in the top right. Looks like we went up $54. There's a little solar panel that is on this map on this farm, so I'll take it. Why not? I did not realize I'd give that much money, because that is actually quite a bit for a hard economy, I believe. $54 for a small solar panel, because it is really small. Turns out I can't drive. No, I was actually in the menu there trying to figure out where I should sell this stuff off at, and I had the cruise control on, so yeah, I should probably watch where I'm going. Only 901 meters away, that little red bubble. Now 902. Gosh, I shouldn't back up. Nah, it's all good. I think I'm going to send a driver over there. Still got some to harvest, but I'll send a driver over there and start making some of that money. I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm going to test this out, see what happens. I'm going to try this create a job that comes with the game. It says deliver. We'll see if it actually delivers or not. Start job. Should be going. I also got it set up on a loop too. Maybe it will come back. That's one thing I'm really interested in. See if it'll come back, but what in the world is it doing? I guess it wants to drive on the field, huh? Please do not destroy that crop. Oh, okay. Ooh, crop destruction is on. I like playing with it on, but the AI is not destroying it. That is a plus. Let's let them do their thing, see how well it works. I'll keep an eye on that top right, see if any of that money goes up or not. I'm not sure why the money's not going down. We're still sitting at $54, and maybe it just goes down every hour now, but it used to go down every second minute. Oh my gosh, we're down 28. Never mind. Woo, that's a little worrisome. How in the world did it drop so fast. Maybe hiring a worker to drive over there is not a good idea. I should have made that drive myself because that dropped a lot. I was thinking maybe I'd spend like $10 in a driver going over there. I'm not sure why it dropped so much there. I'm thinking it's a driver. It didn't roll over the next hour. It's kind of in the middle there. I'll definitely see in the editing. For me to continue, I'm going to go ahead and dump off all the wheat into our silo here and continue harvesting up another field that we have out there. Now down to $3. I'm going to go ahead and take over for this worker here. It was pulling in. I'm almost pulling in. I was really interested to see how well it would work. That's pretty cool. I like how they kind of improved on the whole AI aspect of this FS25 game. Well, let's go ahead and get this sold off, see how much we can actually make in the top right there, because man, it just dropped whatever we had. I did notice that we also have honey coming in. I forgot about that part. We got some bees on this farm. That's pretty cool. Now it's not much honey, and man, that money's going up pretty good right there. I didn't realize they'd go up that much. We made $2,302, taking us up to $2,305. That's looking real good. Let's get back to the farm, go ahead and grab that other stuff and get it sold off possibly. I don't know if I'm going to hire a driver again. Once again, cannot drive running into a building. I just leave the cruise control on and I jump into the menu doing something. I was actually trying to hire a worker, even though I said I wouldn't do it. I just try to multitask, get so much done at once, and hiring a worker's got to be more efficient, I think, because I could be out there working and making some more money. Is it a profit? I don't know. We're going to definitely see in this series though, because I'm going to utilize workers quite a bit. 3,661 liters left in wheat right here. We'll get it all put in there and then hire that worker. Like I said, I'm not going to do. No, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing we did earlier there. We're going to deliver over to, what is this place called? Can't click on it. I think it's Grain Mill, and I believe they put these in alphabetical order, and looks like they did put it in alphabetical order. Let's see here. Grain Mill, yes, working. We'll go ahead and looping, no looping. Yeah, we'll do looping, see if it will come back. I'm really interested in that part. We'll start the job. Worker stop. Target is unreachable. That's unfortunate. Maybe I need to drive forward a little bit. Maybe there's too much stuff around me. Let's try it again. Starting the job now. Looks like it is working, and they are off and going. Let's see if they make it or not. While that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and harvest up this canola here. This should pay pretty good. Should pay more than the wheat. I don't think the field's quite as big. It's a little bit smaller. So we'll see exactly how much money we get there. And I'm thinking more and more that little drive over there is costing us like $50, I think. Probably even more if I let it run its whole course. Yeah, it's not looking good. I should like disable the wages. There's an option or a mod out there where you could change out the wages or adjust the wages. Even in course play, I could disable the wages. I'm going to leave them on, add a little challenge there. I like to pay my workers. I like to pay them fair. I am watching that tractor very closely as it's driving on the road on this map. I love how you can open this map up really big like that. That is pretty awesome. I will be doing a little adjustment to the tractor and possibly purchasing something if we have enough money after this sell. It looks like it's in the area and it should be selling off any second now. It's probably creeping up there, and there it goes. It is selling. I see that money going up right there. Let's see how much we get off that little sell, and I guess it is worth it, that little drive over there. $1,054 in harvest income. The reason I'm saying it's worth it is because I'm still working here and I'm making money at the same time. It also looks like that little looping feature is going to work. So far, I can see that it is on its way back to the farm. Finally got hit with that wage payment over the hour there. It says $126. Ooh. Still worth it. It appears the loop might have worked, possibly. I do see there's a worker still hired, and it's been sitting there for a second. Now, I don't know if that's going to be costing me money as it's sitting there with a worker symbol on it. Possibly is. I'm not sure. I'm about to take it over anyways. Come over here, unload this thing, and we're all head over there and unload. Hey, man, I should probably sell this harvester. Just go ahead and get away from all the harvesting type stuff and make me a little bit of money. That ain't a bad idea. I do see a worker in there, so maybe I am paying her. Not sure. We'll get rid of her, though. Currently looking for our best price for canola. Not going to have a whole trailer full, but we're definitely going to get rid of it, make us a little bit more money there. We will utilize probably all that money trying to make more money this month and get field work done. Goldcrest Valley, that is a train one. I will have to pay for the train. Don't know if I really want to do that, so we'll go ahead and go to this next one over here. That's just a little bit of a lower price. We got Farmers Market. I believe the oil mill is further away. Oh wait, they got distance on there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and tag this Farmers Market, see exactly where that's at. Ooh, that is a little bit of a drive. I see that blinking over there, but let's go ahead and make that drive. I'll be there in like 5 to 10 hours. I'm not actually making that drive myself. We're going to go ahead and hire a worker to make that drive and delivery at the same time. We'll see how much we make there. Maybe it's going to be worth it. Really do think it will be. Come on, get to driving, lady. While that's going on, we're going to get this harvester over to the dealer, get it sold off, see what kind of money we can make for it. I don't think it's going to be much, and I almost drove off without my header trailer. We might as well get rid of that because I'm not going to be using it. But these fields are going to end up turning into grass fields, and we won't need this. We're going to need some mowing equipment. Eventually, we'll get back into some crops. I did mention a little bit earlier about getting some passive income. Just now notice this in the top right, it looks like we went up $54. There's a little solar panel that is on this map on this farm. That is actually this little building right here. You know, I don't think it is the building. I think it's just that solar panel by itself. So that's a good little bit of money right there. Maybe we'll get some more generators in or something like that to help us get some of that money coming up. I do try to stay away from modded ones because you just never know if any of the modded ones are too cheaty. Well, you do sometimes. So I generally try to stay away from those as an easy money maker. I will end up going into the whole greenhouse thing, which, I mean, ain't that the same thing as a generator like a solar panel? Yeah, kind of is, because I'm really not putting anything into the greenhouse except for water, and that water is free. Now that I think about it a little more, maybe I will get into generators. Pulling up to the workshop now, and I'm looking at that map, watching that worker very closely, make sure they're actually getting over there and they're not getting stuck. I guess it wouldn't tell me if they're stopped. It might tell me if they're blocked by an object, but stopped? No, it wouldn't tell me anything because we saw that earlier. Sell all this stuff off. Looks like we got a value of $51,000 for that one, $237 for that, and $6,667 for that one. Now, I believe repairing and repainting should up that value some, but we don't exactly have enough money. We can repair. Let's go ahead and start with that. Well, you know what? That should make the biggest difference in repairing and repainting there. So let's start with the smaller stuff, and maybe we could do some of that repair, repaint, make a little bit more money. Let's see if we actually do make an extra profit on or not. $2 repair. There we go. I think it took us up some. 123 there. That did take us up even more as well. Let's go ahead and sell that off. $376. We now got a balance of $3,444. Let's see if we can go up even more here. We're going to do the repair. Can't really do the repaint, but after we sell this off, we can do all that to the Massey, probably. No, that repaint's $14,000. That's not looking good. Let's go ahead and do the repair over here, and then we'll go ahead and sell this off, and then at least we can do a nice repaint over here with the header. So $4,189. Let's see if we make a profit there or not. I'm not sure with quick math. I'll catch it in editing. This is exactly how much we spend repair, repaint. This is the profit we made or the profit we lost. Not sure. $11,402. Man, I can't believe I got rid of that stuff. And looky there, AI worker H is blocked by an object. I guess it does tell me. Well, I did say it does tell me if it's blocked, but it won't tell me if it's stopped. And that's who you're blocked by, really? Come on. I should probably turn off the traffic. There's something I was wanting to check out here. Looking at this farmer's market a little bit more in depth, I guess there's nothing actually in here. I was watching somebody play the game once, and I noticed as soon as they sold stuff off, it actually started filling stuff up there. Now, I don't know if it's going to work that way with a grain. It might not. I think the items they were selling off were like vegetables, eggs, stuff like that, and then they started getting stocked in there. Let's see if this actually does anything inside there, and we'll also watch that money go up as well. That's some pretty good money right there. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. I want some more of it. Let's keep it going and going and going. We made $3,127 from that harvest income. Did anything come in over here? I'm not exactly seeing anything. We got fresh produce. Is there just anywhere that says grains anywhere? I'm not seeing that. Nope, nope, nope. Ah, man. I was really hoping to make a difference here. I guess I'm not making a difference at the farmer's market. Got a worker driving us back here, and I'm going to go ahead and turn off that traffic just so I don't have that issue pop up ever again. I kind of do like the traffic, seeing it as I'm driving and everything like that, but nah, I don't want to have that issue happen again. Next up for our field care is we got to cultivate these fields, start getting them ready to put some seeds in the ground, and they're all going to be grass fields. I guess I probably could have started this up at a earlier time as soon as I started making some money, and what I mean by started it up is I'm going to hire a worker because I got some other stuff to do. I guess these ones are even going as far as saying needs plowing as well, so that cultivator's doing nothing. I think we'll get rid of it and just go ahead and plow this whole thing up, make one big old field out of it, and I'll have to do that myself. First thing I always try to remember to check is the used vehicles areas. Not seeing anything. I do love how they did increase the whole percentage on these from the previous FS22 there. Wish there was a lot more in there. Maybe a lot more will spawn in later on as the game progresses. We're going to get us a big old 12-meter plow right here. Now, I am not allowed to lease it or anything like that, so I will be buying it. And now that I'm looking at it a little more, I don't know if I want to buy it. No, we'll buy it. I just had to put that rule in there. No leasing, no loans. Oh, man, this sounds like a horrible idea. $21,000 all gone. You may notice it says 340 horsepower requirement. We don't have no 340 horsepower requirement, but there's a cool thing about this plow right here. Hook it up backwards, it loses the horsepower requirement. So we are good to go. I believe the main thing I got to do right here is just go ahead and plow these strips between the fields, and then I can get a worker on here. Kind of in a hurry to get a worker on here because there's other stuff I need to do. Need to make more money because these stones on the field here, I do not want them to stay there. We're going to get rid of those as soon as possible. I also don't need to keep this as a square field. I could possibly kind of venture out in that direction right there. I think I'm going to hold off on that for right now because I like to put greenhouses and stuff like that over there. That is part of our land. That's really the only open part of our land that we have available. Might as well use it to our full advantage, which is putting some greenhouses over there. Looks like the workers are going to take about 11 minutes to finish this job. I'll let this one go away here. I got some other stuff to do, like I said. We're going to grab our other tractor that made it back over over here, thanks to a worker. And we're going to go do a little bit of editing to our cedar planter thingy that we got. Are you kidding me? I came in the wrong direction. Come on, really? Looks like they even put a bag of seeds there for me. That's nice of them. I like that. This cedar right here is small, but it is actually really, really good. Size doesn't always matter. Anyways, off topic there. I don't know, was I off topic? But anyways, it does take the seed, but it doesn't have the fertilizer. So we're going to need to get that fertilizer added to this thing. Don't need to. I love to, because why shoot the seeds out if you can't fertilize at the same time? I can think of a few reasons why. That is because probably you're tired of having children. You don't want any more. Pretty easy to customize this. It's only one option we could do. We'll put it on that fertilize and distribution unit. That's $5,000. Gosh, I ain't liking that, but it's definitely worth it. It's going to save us a step, and it's also going to save us from having to buy something else. Well, you know what? Now that I think about it more, we're still going to have to buy something to spread fertilizer. While we're here, we're going to go ahead and customize our John Deere. We're going to put on a front loader attachment. Looks like we got two options, Quickie and Hooer. I think that's how you say it. I don't know Hooer. I'm not sure. I never really used this one. I'm not sure why not, but we're going to use the Quickie one. Customize that. That's going to be an extra $1,500. And of course, buying the stuff that goes on that is going to cost us a little bit of money too. Let's go ahead and look at buying that stuff. And while we're at the store, we need to buy some fertilizer and possibly some more seed. Don't think I got enough. For the stuff going on the front loader, we're just going to go ahead and grab this one right here. I'm not sure what the big difference is in this stuff. I think just the size of it and plus the horsepower requirement. If that's the case, maybe I should just go with the smallest one. But no, we'll go here. I feel like that's going to fit right. I guess I could change color. We're going to add a little John Deere green, John Deere yellow to it. No extra for the paint job, $8,500. That's going to be ours now. There's a couple of things that we need to go on the front of that. That's going to be bell spikes and pallet forks. I think the pallet forks will probably do the whole job as the bell spikes as well. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get pallet forks, and that way I don't have to worry about buying the bell spikes. $1,700 for those pallet forks. That's going to save us $600. Skipping out on those whole bell spikes right there. Let me get that all hooked up, and then we'll get our fertilizer and possibly some more seeds. This is exactly why I want it and needed the front loader stuff, is that way I could feed our cows. We're not making any bells yet, and they need food. I believe they take hay. You know what? I better check that real quick. Maybe I should buy something else. Silage would probably be a better choice. Looking in here, hay is at 80%, silage is at 80%. So they're both pretty good choices. To save money, I'm going to go with hay because I believe hay is going to be cheaper. Yes, it is right there versus this one right here. Oh man, that's a lot smaller too. Yeah, hay it is. Now it is a little more difficult to make the hay because it's an extra step to it. We'll run with two of them right now. Put those on the front of the forks. At least I think they'll go on the front of the forks. Really hoping this works. Come on. Yep, there it goes. Works out. Now we will be running our cedar back with us at the same time. Hopefully I don't lose that top one. It's not secured in anyway. Before we can get back there though, we got to buy a few things for this cedar. We're going to need some solid fertilizer. I'll go ahead and get 2 bags of this while I have the money for it. Don't think I'm going to use 2 bags of this, and now that I say it out loud a little more, let's only get 1 bag of it. Save the money. Grass fields don't take up much fertilizer, at least they didn't in 22. We'll see what they do on this game. Seeds, we need some seeds. We do have a bag back at the farm. Don't know if that's enough though, so we'll go ahead and get this as well. We can always come back, pick up some more at a later time, and even start loading up and storing some at the farm, but I don't want to waste some money in that direction quite yet. Not really a waste if it's going to save me some time, but it's a waste right now because we got to spend that money doing other things like making more money. You gotta spend money to make money, right? Turns out all that solid fertilizer will not fit in there. Only 530 liter capacity on there. Ooh, I guess I will be coming back for that big bag. Glad I didn't buy 2 of them though. Finally got the plowing all done on this field here. I guess we're kind of ready to plant, but I'm not gonna plant yet, and man, that bell barely made it back. It's barely holding on there. And the reason I'm not gonna plant yet is because there's stones all through the field, and I really want to get rid of those. Do we have enough money to possibly purchase anything for the whole stone removal? I don't know. This whole no leasing thing's really proven to be difficult. Also turns out this worker did not do that good of a job. They missed quite a bit here, and I remembered I should probably change some setting on there to fix that, but they did miss quite a bit on the edges. I did have a rounded edge for it. It's all good. Maybe I should use the actual FS25 in-game helper next time around. All done touching up on the plow job over here on this field. 3, 4, and 5 now combined. We got one more field over here. That is field 2. You see that in the mini map there? Bam, make it a little bit bigger for you. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more editing like that to make it a little bit easier for y'all to see, especially people watching on a cell phone. Kind of hard to see some of this stuff. I do know a lot of y'all are just watching and listening in the background. Not really watching, just listening in the background. That's all good. I like that too. That's why I'm very descriptive about all this stuff happening. One of the reasons I want to get that plow out there really fast and hurry up and get it done is because I got a feeling I'm going to end up needing the money from that plow sale, because I'll probably just go ahead and sell it off. We won't need it anytime soon or again, so we will be losing money doing this buying and selling thing, but I think that's where I'm going to have to be stuck at. I'm feeling a lot better about myself. Finally getting some food in here for these cows, but there's no water in there. gosh, really got to figure out something for water. I thought I had an option for automatic watering. Looking down here at the menu, not seeing that down here. Might not be one of these pastures. Come on, let me figure this out. Or it could have just been a greenhouse thing, not a pasture. That might be it. Oh, hey, there's enough room for the other one. Let me throw that in there real quick. I just realized something. I'm wasting a lot of time not getting these jobs done out there. And the jobs I'm talking about is the jobs that can be done by a worker. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these started up. I don't know about a couple, maybe just one. But with me playing on 5 times speed, I don't even know if we can get the grass planted in this field ready by the end of this month because it's blowing by real fast, especially with me just sitting here talking instead of hurrying up borrowing these items. It appears some of the largest paying jobs out there are going to be wood transport ones. I mean, I could do it. It just takes forever for me to load them up. So don't know if it's worth it, especially since I got a lot more stuff going on right now and I got to keep these pieces moving. So probably not worth it. And we're heading back over to the shop right now to keep these pieces moving because we're going to purchase a few more things and grab this big bag while we're here. We're going to start with this water trailer right here. I'm a pretty big fan of unreal capacities. I'll probably be running a lot of unreal capacities. To be fair, it doesn't say anything about unreal capacity. It just says extra large capacity. This could be real. $12,000. We're going to go ahead and buy this. It's going to hold 200,000 liters. Love it. Man, down to 8,600 or 85, 86. Oh man, that's not looking good. Did not realize it was that low. Finally all done with this plow. Let's get it back to the shop. See how much money we can get on the sell of this thing. I'm kind of worried it's not going to be enough to get some sort of stone picking thing in there. We're probably going to have to knock out some contracts. I will not plant the grass in there with stones in there because the grass is kind of a permanent type thing. And honestly, I don't know if it is a permanent type thing anymore because of this whole nature destruction type thing that happens. Will grass get destroyed with this tornadoes and hail coming through? I don't know. So maybe I will be having to replant grass a lot more than I thought I ever would have to. We'll see, and we'll see some other time because I am all out of time for this episode here. I really want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. I really do appreciate it. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section because they're always welcome. Very much appreciate it and very much need it. And until next time, y'all take care.